Do you ever wonder what it feels like to be awake? Inside a nightmare, not dreaming, not hallucinating, but fully conscious. Eyes open, heart racing, trapped inside something you can't wake up from. Before we begin, I have just one question. Do you know there's a secret corner of the internet where even the laws of morality don't exist, where horror is not a story, but a service? If not, watch our dark web video, linked in the description. It starts with silence, but not the peaceful kind, the kind that makes your skin crawl, the kind that feels like something is watching, waiting. My name is Arjun. I was 17 when it happened. A regular student, regular life, regular problems, but nothing could prepare me for that one night, the night my world split in two. I went to sleep like always. No strange thoughts, no heavy dreams, but something was wrong the moment my eyes closed. I woke up, at least I thought I did. My room looked the same. Same flickering streetlight outside, same ticking clock, same half-drunk glass of water beside my bed, but everything felt hollow, like reality had lost its soul. I sat up, my body felt heavy. I rubbed my eyes, but the darkness clung to them. The clock showed 3:12 a.m., but it wasn't ticking anymore. It was frozen silent. That's when I heard it, breathing. Not mine, not close, far, but echoing from inside the walls. I whispered, "Hello?" No answer. I stood up, walked to the door, tried to open it, locked, but I never locked my door, ever. I turned back and saw something I'll never forget. Myself, still lying on the bed, still sleeping. I was awake, but not in the real world. This was something else. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. My voice was gone. My reflection in the mirror didn't move. It just stared at me, smiling. I backed away. Something scratched the walls from the inside, nails long, sharp nails, dragging themselves along the paint. I ran to the window, hoping it was a dream, but the street outside was wrong. The houses were melting, bending. Lights flickered like dying stars. And the sky, it wasn't dark, it was red, like blood mixed with smoke. I closed my eyes and whispered, "Wake up, wake up." But I didn't. I was stuck, fully awake, inside a nightmare. Every second felt like a punch to my brain. The air grew thicker, like breathing underwater. Then I heard a whisper. It was my mother's voice, calling me from the hallway. But my mom had died 3 years ago. "Arjun, come here." The voice was soft, too soft, like it had been stitched together with broken words. I walked slowly, knees shaking, toward the hallway. The door opened by itself. The hall was longer than before. Much longer. The lights above buzzed, and one by one they started going out behind me. With each step, I could feel something crawling under the floor, following me, breathing just beneath the surface. I reached the end and saw her, my mother, or something that looked like her, standing at the bottom of the stairs, smiling wide, too wide. Her head tilted slowly, unnaturally, as if her neck was made of wet rope. "Come down, Beta," she said, but her mouth didn't move. Her eyes were bleeding. I turned back to run, but the hallway was gone, just a black void stretching forever. Trapped. I screamed again. Still no sound. My voice was locked away. I clenched my fists. This wasn't a dream. It couldn't be. It felt too real. My pulse, the cold sweat, the smell of rot in the air. This was happening. Suddenly I felt a sharp pain in my feet. I looked down, blood nails. The floor was made of nails, and every step forward tore my skin apart. But I couldn't stop. Something was behind me. I didn't see it, but I felt it. A presence darker than any shadow. It wanted me. It needed me. I ran, bleeding, broken, toward the kitchen. The only room with light, but the light wasn't warm. It flickered like a dying flame. The fridge door was open, and inside was a face, my own face, frozen, eyes wide open, screaming silently. I fell back, crawling. My hands touched something soft, a teddy bear, mine, from childhood, but it was covered in ash, burnt. Its eyes replaced with teeth. That's when I heard it. "Time's up." A voice. Deep, metallic, like a machine that had learned how to feel hate. The walls began to bleed, literally. Blood poured from the corners, thick and dark. The ceiling cracked open, and hands, human hands, reached down, grabbing at the air, desperate and twitching. A thunderous sound roared outside. The sky had split open. Red lightning carved symbols into the clouds. I wanted to die. I prayed to wake up, but then it hit me. This wasn't a dream anymore. This was a memory of something that never happened, but always existed. I was reliving something buried deep in my brain. A trauma, a warning, or a trap. That's when the doorbell rang. Ding, dong. 3 times the sound echoed, stretching like chewing gum. I opened the door slowly, and outside stood me, but older, worn eyes hollow, covered in scars. He looked at me and whispered, "Don't let it out." "What?" I asked. But he was already gone, dissolved into mist. Suddenly, the world around me cracked like glass. Splinters of reality fell off like paint. I saw flashes. A hospital room, wires in my head, doctors watching monitors. I wasn't dreaming. I was trapped in a coma, and this was my mind fighting for freedom. And the nightmare, it was real. A parasite feeding on my fear, a creature born inside me when I broke. Now it wanted control. The walls began to close in, my breath shortened. The shadows took form, long-limbed creatures with no faces. They moved like spiders, twisted, crawling on walls, whispering in reverse. "Wake up!" I ran again. Through corridors that shifted like a maze, rooms appeared, vanished, each one filled with memories that never happened. My sister drowning in the bathtub, my father hanging from the ceiling fan, my dog barking without a mouth. I fell to the floor, crying. I was tired, broken, lost. And then I saw a mirror, not just any mirror, the mirror from my real bedroom. The one I broke years ago. Inside it, I saw the truth. Me, in a hospital bed, eyes closed, head shaking, doctors panicking. My mother's photo clutched in my hand. I screamed, louder than I ever had before. "Wake up!" Suddenly the air shattered, everything exploded in white, and I woke up, back in my bed. Clock ticking 6:03 a.m., birds chirping, but I still don't know if I ever truly woke up. Because sometimes, just sometimes, when I look into the mirror, my reflection smiles first. So let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like reality is too fragile? Like maybe, just maybe, you're not really awake? And if you are, what happens when you finally open your eyes? Because sometimes, the scariest place to be is awake, inside your own mind. And if you think that's terrifying, wait till you watch what happens on the dark web, where horror isn't a dream, it's business. Watch our latest video, links in the description. Stay awake, Insomaniacs.